Sunday was the dawning of a new era in Green Bay, and in week 3 of the season, this was the Packers' home opener and the first Lambeau Field start for Jordan Love. There was a ton of electricity and excitement around the stadium, which of course was packed. And if you've never been, it's an amazing place. The atmosphere outside the stadium and the history inside the stadium is a 10 out of 10. And the weather was perfect on Sunday, and for 3 quarters, the Saints kept that crowd quiet until one of the most disastrous fourth quarters in a long time. Let me start our 4 takeaways with this. I think the defense will be fine. Even with the Packers' big fourth quarter, Jordan Love did not have a good day. He put up by far his worst quarterback rating of the season. He was number 1 in the NFL in passer rating before the game. He is number 13 after the game. Now, I'm not saying the Saints defense was good in the fourth quarter. They were not. 2 pass interference calls led to one of the Packers' touchdowns, and the Saints had multiple opportunities to get off the field on the other Packers TD drive. They just didn't. That stadium, that atmosphere absolutely played a role, just like it does sometimes in the Superdome. But bottom line, this season NFL teams are averaging 22.7 points a game, even getting almost no help from their offense. The Saints D gave up fewer points than that, and they have in all 3 games this season. It wasn't their best effort, but I still think they're a top 5 unit in the NFL. The problems are obviously on offense, but before I get to what's wrong, the Saints' big 3 are producing. In every game this season, the Saints wide receiver trio has delivered exactly what they're supposed to deliver, and Sunday they did that again. Rashid Shaheed hit the home run on the punt return. That is his role, changing a game with one play. He did that again. And Mike Thomas did his job. He is not the Mike T of 2019, but he's a solid, dependable target, especially on third down. And Chris Olave is an elite NFL wide receiver. Sunday, another excellent day for Olave. That threesome has not been the problem. They have been excellent. At number 2, the real problem, and I'm guessing you know it, in 3 games this season has been the offensive line. For the 3rd straight game, they gave up 4 sacks in this game. The Saints dodged a bullet on the Derek Carr injury, but only 3 teams in the NFL right now have given up more sacks this season than the Saints. 4 sacks a game this year. They gave up just 2.2 a game last year, and what's genuinely concerning is it's everybody. Eric McCoy and Ryan Ramczyk gave up sacks. Trevor Penning and James Hurst both picked up holding penalties. The Saints struggled to run the ball. I don't know how you fix what has been an across-the-board problem, but to have any sustained success this season, the Saints simply have to play better up front. And at number 1, I think what we're finding is this is just who the Saints are, at least right now. Going back to this stat, no Saints opponent has scored over the NFL average yet this season. The flip side of that is the Saints haven't either. And their 3 games have been decided by a grand total of 5 points. Get used to it. A great defense and an unproductive offense equal a lot of close games. And remember, even given the O-line problems and the Lambeau Field mojo, the Saints still could have won this game at the end. And they walked away angry on Sunday. Now with a big divisional game coming up on the Bucs this Sunday, maybe that's the silver lining. And that's my 4 takeaways from the crushing fourth quarter loss to the Packers.